Ta-da! And we're live now. Hello, everybody. But it's actually just for you. So hello. James, how you doing? But this is on YouTube, so anybody else can watch it if they'd like to. This is Somaitc Flow, session 1. So tell me what you actually know about Somaitc Flow as of right now.
It's the sharing of, I don't know.
I didn't expect you to know.
Okay.
so if you can fabricate an answer, that's great. But I know you've watched one of the videos?
Yeah, I've watched one.
Okay. So it's still a process. This is in development, right? So you're familiar with body juggling. It took me years to develop that and to a level of refinement that I can share it, at Gold's Gym or Equinox or wherever that I go to teach it. So processes, first you have to discover them, then you have to develop them, and you have to reduce it into a way that's simple enough to teach. So I'm just, I've been developing this process for many years, but in the past few years I've begun trying to teach it, and you learn things. When you try to teach things, you're like, wow. So this is the introductory session to it. All Somaitc Flow it's a bodywork methodology. It's like massage, but it uses contact improvisation, specifically weight sharing as a kinesthetic principle to base all of your body work on. Anyone that has not done contact improvisation or doesn't know what it is, that won't make any sense to them. So I'll give you a quick, you've seen contact improv, right? Or have you heard about it? You haven't even seen it. Okay, so contact improvisation is like this. Okay, don't lose contact.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now it's not like that simple, because this was just contact and we followed the contact, but then you have rolling points.
Okay.
So we still have contact, but now we're rolling.
Okay.
Right. Then you have weight sharing, which is that's just my hand, but that's weight sharing, where your whole body is going to be on someone else's and they're going to be in control. So weight sharing is one of many. You got to learn many skills to be able to do contact improvisation in a way that doesn't make you and the other person feel really weird. What the hell are we doing? She picks lint off me. No, that's great. I appreciate it. I need a stylist. Look at this. Give me a break. So weight sharing is what felt to me like the most important element of contact improv, and it's learning how to trust. It's learning how that old thing where you fall backwards and you gotta catch your trust. Yeah, trust fall. It's very much like that. It's about learning how to trust. But I discovered something inside of it that was much more important than, well, I don't know if it's more important than trust, but it's really important also, which is that when someone does relax and give you their full weight, it's really hard to give someone your weight without relaxing fully. Okay, and you're gonna feel this. And what I noticed is that when you're holding someone else's weight, you can literally feel tension inside of their body. And so what we're going to do is we're going to use gravity as a tool. We already did some Qigong, so you learn to use gravity for relaxation, how that allowed you to feel inside your own body differently. Right. So weight sharing uses gravity to feel the tension inside of someone else's body. And that's kind of how these two aspects align. So James is in the process of learning a whole bunch of these different things, and this is just one of them, and we'll have several videos of just Somaitc Flow. But she's also learning Qigong. She's going to be learning some Tai Chi, some push hands, as well as the magical nature of crystals, meditation, pranayama, all kinds of stuff that I typically only get to teach in my workshop intensives. So this is going to be session 1, and it's going to be just a basic overview. Okay, so we're going to do a lot of different, in yoga they would be called poses, in body juggling they would be called moves or exercises, in skateboarding they would be called tricks, in dance they would be called whatever they call pieces of dance. I don't know, because I've never done ballroom dancing or whatever, but we're going to go through a lot of different ones. The point of this is not for you to learn each one or to memorize, so don't come at this from that. The point is to learn to feel the principles that I'm introducing you to and be spontaneous and just play inside of those experiences. We can cerebrally break down positions and movements later, I still to this day don't have a catalog of like all the stuff that I do. I just do the stuff that I do, you know. But you're very intuitive, so you'll get that. This is just a beginning introduction, and I was planning on doing music. I was pulling up my playlist when you asked if we were gonna do the video, and with the video you can't do music because Google will cut you off, which is why Crystal's cut off in the middle. So we can't do music, and that's fine. It's good ambiance, but it's probably better that way because you'll be able to hear the talking that I do with you, the instructions. So I'll do way more instructions this time than I will once you know what you're doing. We'll just jump in and start doing it. But this time we'll do instructions and you'll have them here. Do you have any questions before we jump in? Awesome. Well, let's get to it. And if you guys have any questions, you can email me or Facebook me or Instagram me with your questions. All right. Okay, so you're going to face me, and to give me your weight, you're going to just let yourself fall towards me. Nice. And what I want you to do is to imagine that your body is like strong but flexible like a shoot of bamboo. You don't want to be stiff like a board because then you're not going to relax, but you don't want to relax completely because you would literally melt down to the floor. Like relax your hips now. You feel how you start, like, right? You turn into spaghetti. Okay, so this is not spaghetti. This is not stiff board. It's like flexible bamboo, okay? Once you give me your weight, okay, so now I have your weight. Good. Once you give me your weight, you do not take it back until I tell you to, okay? And so that means even if I come back to center, exit perfect. Beautiful. Nice. Now, just that right there is terrifying for a lot of people. So first thing, I took you down kind of far because I was trying to let you understand giving of weight. But when we start, we never start by dropping down deep like that. Everybody wants to do that. No, we start like this. Like an ebb and a flow. The smaller, the better. And this does two things. It lets your partner begin to trust gently because they can feel what's happening and what's coming. So it helps their body begin to trust and relax. Number two, it helps you acclimate to your partner's weight so that you're not taking more than you can handle. It's very important because if my body starts getting tense, it's going to make your body tense. Okay, so first off the bat, when I'm pushing you back up, I can feel you helping. Okay, you feel that? It's like in your hips or your butt or something. Don't help me. Good. In most massage traditions, like feedback from the person being worked on is really important. In this, feedback from the person doing the working is really important because this is a totally unnatural state to be in. And so you have to be really present with what people are doing with their bodies and teach them, because on this one here, a lot of people will arch their back and not actually falling. And you got to talk them into falling. And I mean, a lot of times that's just a whole thing you got to get through. So the first thing I'm going to do is make sure you're trusting your weight to me. And I can feel it. You are. I'm going to make sure you trust my weight or your weight forward and backwards. And then once I know that you're trusting me, then I'll begin to manipulate your body very subtly and gently. And what I'm doing is I'm looking for tension. I'm looking for, I guess, feeling for tension, feeling for resistance. Nice. So another thing you have to be conscious of here is a lot of people start trying to follow, like dance. This is not a dance. You do
Mm-hmm.
not want to follow. You want to relax and just be led.
Mm-hmm.
Because the act of you trying to follow will literally create tension in your body. You're trying to read the future. Nope.
Oh, crack.
Nice.
I know you're not gonna let me fall.
Falls do occasionally happen with weight sharing.
Not the right answer.
It does, not often, but you gotta. The idea is you gotta trust regardless. And if you fall while soft and weight sharing, it'll be the most gentle fall you've ever had. It's like doing Watsu. Like sometimes people's nose go under. You're not supposed to. You don't want to. But sometimes that shit happens.
Okay, I'm supposed to know what you're talking about.
Oh, sorry. You don't know what Watsu is? Oh, you're gonna love the water park. Watsu is water massage.
Oh.
So it's like this, but it's in the water.
Oh.
Somatic Flow is basically just Watsu on land. It's Watsu without water. Don't help.
I know. I'm getting there.
I'm doing great. Nice. Good job.
Why is it so damn hard?
Relaxing is far harder than people understand because we never, take your head back, we don't have anywhere in life where we're taught to relax. We got to go pay $85 to get a massage to relax. We don't learn it. But I learned the power of relaxation through Qigong and Tai Chi. And I've brought that wisdom into everything that I teach and do. Okay, so we're going to do that again, but I want you to let your spine relax a little bit forward. Let's try that again.
Okay, I don't understand the instructions.
Let your spine relax forward. Yeah, like so I'm holding you here. Yeah, let that relax forward, and then you come back and you come back up, and then again, let it go forward again. More. So each time I want you to let yourself relax more, because if your body is soft and I'm holding you from here, more. Bend over, bend over.
Don't let go.
And then as you come back up, you slowly roll. Yeah, yeah. Good. Nice, nice. Okay. And again, as you go forward, you're going to just let yourself gently, naturally melt. Don't force it.
Back crack. Oh, sorry.
That's right. That's right. So I want you to relax your back so you arch a little bit here, arch a little bit. Yeah, I want it. Yeah, exactly. That's where we're trying to work, because I can feel the tension right there.
Okay.
Do you feel it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. So just relax where my hand touches. Does that hurt or is it frightening?
It hurt a little bit at first.
Anything that's tense and you start to try and move is going to hurt. How do you feel?
Tingling.
You move your body around, notice what your joints feel like. How do you feel?
Great.
Do you feel any looser, any more open?
Mm-hmm.
That's
The point. So stubborn.
So whenever I teach you things, I'm asking you questions because I want to learn what you rock. Because what you have received, what you have perceived, what you have experienced is going to affect what I need to take you into next time. Right?
Okay.
So if you're not feeling awesome after that, then we got issues we got to look at.
And why is that funny?
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I thought it was easier for me to trust. I was surprised how resistant I was.
You thought it was easier for you to trust, so you're surprised at how much resistance you were. You trusted me like immediately. There was some fear in there, but there's always going to be spastic muscles. There's always going to be fear. That's like, no, like you'll work with people that do this. Take my weight. No, you're taking my weight. Okay, so this is me giving you my weight, right?
Oh, okay.
And some people will literally come back up. Take my weight.
Yeah.
Some people will literally do that,
and
you have to get them to stop,
right?
You know, and then you'll go backwards, and they'll have this whole pressure, and so you'll literally have to coach some people on keeping all of this soft but together, so that they're not doing this. And I'm going to give you some examples of what different types of tension feel like, because I want you to notice how, because of the weight, the gravity, you'll feel where my tension is. And you feeling where my tension is going to allow you to literally tell me how to relax it. Okay. Make sense? Okay. So I'm going to give you my weight. Once I do, I'm not going to take my weight back until you tell me to.
Okay.
Did you get that cue?
Yeah, but then you said you were going to do some other things too.
What do you mean?
So that I can help you, like you're going to be stiff in places you're not supposed to.
Yeah, but I'm not going to take my weight back.
Completely.
I'll break it to teach you a couple of things or whatever.
Okay.
But that's very important, because you bring me back up and you don't say shit and you think I know it's done.
Right.
And I'm like, it's actually happening.
No, I'm sure.
Nobody's fallen, but you have to tell them
yes.
to take their weight back, because you have to tell them, don't take your weight back until I tell you to, because otherwise people keep trying to control it. And this is not about control. This is trust. Trust is letting go of control. Okay?
Right.
So I'm going to give you my weight, and before I teach you anything, I want you to feel my weight, but I want you to concentrate on starting as slowly and as gently as you can. Okay. Don't bring me all the way down.
Yeah.
It's like the smallest movement you can find is probably too much, and you take it back up, and then a tiny bit more, and you take it back up, and it's like a lullaby.
Like micro.
Yeah, exactly, micro. That's good, and then back up. Too much.
Oh yeah.
What you want to do, it's like a lullaby. You're lulling the person's body into trust. And everywhere you take them, you're taking them in really gently, one piece at a time, and you'll feel much better. So you want to start and stop soft. Every movement is going to start so you can barely feel it, and you want to nice, and you want to stop so you can barely feel it. Good. Very nice. Now I'm going to show you what you're going to experience when you do it with other people, and there's different ways that people do this. So try to take my weight.
Right.
And you can feel that.
Yeah, right. You're not letting go. Okay, no.
All right. So you got to bring them back up, and you got to say no.
Okay.
Keep your hips soft and relaxed. Don't bend at your waist. Don't bend at your waist. If you're going backwards, don't arch your back. Some people get it and they can change like that. Some people it's chronic, like they have trouble not doing it. Okay. That's what it feels like from the hips. Other people will do this. Take my weight. Can you feel that?
Yeah.
That's my ankles.
Ow.
That's my
my
toes
arms
are digging into the floor, trying to hold myself up. When I relax,
oh yeah,
it feels like that.
Mm-hmm.
This is hip tension, hip mistrust. Mm-hmm. This is toes digging in. You want to feel for those kinds of things. Get them to relax it so they're here. Mm-hmm. I keep going. So very important that you not take too much of someone's weight. Take me down as far as you can. Notice where your muscles start struggling, right? They're not really struggling there. You can go lower.
They're burning already.
So normally when you're struggling, your muscle will do this.
Yeah, but I'm not trying to get it to that point. We just started.
Well, exactly. And my point is, don't go to that point in somatic flow, because your body can feel my tension and that I'm struggling to hold you up, and that's not going to make you trust. That's not going to make you relax. So never go further than you can hold, than weight that you can hold comfortably. Good. And then make sure you go backwards. When you go backwards, you're going to grab on my traps. Yep, that's the most solid place to grab. You'll make sure they're not bending at the waist, but they're trusting. Good. So now I'm bringing you forward again, and you're going to do like kitty paws. So press more on one shoulder than the other, not fast, slow. Yeah. And you're going to feel, especially for shoulder relaxation here. A lot of people, this whole thing will be like this, and you wiggle them, and they'll be like this, and you want to get soft and doughy. Like that. Good. And then come back up. And you don't have to have all my weight when you're doing that. Do it from right here.
Okay.
It's the same thing. Can you feel that? Okay, so you don't have to have all of my weight to do this kind of work. And if you do, you're going to wear out quickly. Good. And so now go to the back, and the same thing, the same wiggle. Still working on the chest and the shoulders, relaxing them. Okay, so you're grabbing too far back, go like traps there. There you go. Nice. Good. Bring me back to center. And grab my wrists, and you're going to let me fall back very slowly. Yep. Too much. Do you feel yourself lose it? That's the kind of stuff that makes trust issues, so go back. Even on this, and I would use, drop me back again. You used your shoulders and your elbows, your biceps to pull me up. Don't do that. Use your body. So you can step, you can lean, whatever. Okay. Go backwards. I don't do this. See what it did to my memory? Okay. So if you're back here, I'm going to do this. Okay. This is a type of tension that's not, you're not going to be in control. Okay. So take the weight back. So do that again. Okay. So the first thing was that you let me go too far back the first time. This is your first time holding me like this. Right? You need to learn the weight. You need to get me to trust in you, so you do it the same way. Down and back up. Oh,
I'm moving my arms again.
Right. Try not to do that. So position yourself in a way that you can shift like this to get what you need. I do a little bit of bend in the arms, but you know, I can feel that you're doing it from your shoulders, and that's not, that your shoulders aren't strong enough. You're not going to be able to do that for very long. So we're going to go a little bit at a time. And back up. Nice. And if you bring me too far, I'm going to fall towards you. So you got to be ready for that. Too far. Okay. So you got to feel. Yep. Nice. So it's that softness that's going to get people to relax. Good. Then go back as far as you can comfortably without straining. And you're going to pull one arm. Pull one arm. Pull it towards. And then pull the other. I like the wiggle. The shake is good because it'll let you feel deeper inside the joint. You'll feel as the joints really relax. And then alternate. Once again, you don't have to be way leaning back on this and creating stress. You just need some incline so you can work with it. Okay, so did you feel me hit you and stop? Okay, so do that again and don't stop me. Everything is soft. So you bring me back up and you meet me at. You feel how you're stopping me.
Oh.
You feel that?
Okay.
Stand up. So this is what you're doing. Oh, we're fall back. Oh, we're relaxed. We're nice.
Oh, ow.
Sorry. Okay, that's
Yeah.
what you're doing. So
Okay.
go back. Everything is soft, ins and outs. So when I bring you back up, I'm going to meet you. You feel the difference? Okay. Try that. Nice. We don't have to go real far. Good. So now go around behind. And same. Yeah, make sure I stay up while you're walking. Same. No, I'm not facing me. That's next. That's next. Hands in my back. Hands on my back. No. So always starting there. And first, come back up. Yeah. So first, you're going to go down slow and gentle.
Back.
That's, sorry, small pieces. Ebbs and flows. Always, everything you do.
Okay. Oh, we're just starting from behind.
Exactly. Right?
Doing the same thing.
But you haven't been back there yet. Right? So this is a different level of trust.
Okay.
So you have to take me in gently the same way.
Okay.
Ebb and flow. But I understand how you thought of it. Continuous softness. Vocabulary. Yeah, much better. And something I like to do is I like to reposition my hands because it, like, yeah, every time you do that, you feel a little bit more what's going on in the person's spine. Especially I like to work right under the scapula. Good. Now step close. Bring me back up and step close. Hands go. Pull my elbows back towards you and put your arms under. Yeah. And then let me fall away from you.
Forward.
That would be a way.
It's important for me to be clear if I'm going to hold you up.
No. So you're taking me to the side. Are you meaning to do that?
I don't know.
So you should be going. Yeah. So how you're doing this is definitely one way to do it. You can do it like that. Try like that and feel. Good. Good. Okay, now wrap your elbows under and then turn your palms in towards my back. Put your palms on my back. Boom. Now push me away from you. Yeah. Now on this one, you want to let them hang forward as far as you can comfortably. That's where they're going to get the stretch.
What hang forward? You?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Good, and release. Right, now that arm one that I did, you're gonna come and stand right up on me so that I'm leaning into you just a little bit. Your chest is on me. And
Still back here?
yeah. One arm is going to go under either arm, doesn't matter which one, and you're going to push out, elbow, yeah, but not that high. Start small. What you're doing is if you end up wanting to do this like that, that's fine right now.
Okay.
I want you to do it like this.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and what you're feeling for is this. Do it.
Right, you want it, right.
They're either going to be stiff and not want to move, or raise it. They're going to do this.
Right.
They're going to raise it with you. And so you use the flopping to get them to actually relax. Raise it up a couple times, make sure it's relaxed. Then you start doing circles. And circles is like a backstroke. So it's going to be like that. But you start small. Start small down here, and then you slowly get bigger. Why do we do that?
Because you're creating trust.
Creating trust, and you're also unwinding the muscle. So like if you start off and you just do this, there's going to be a lot of resistance in that shoulder. But if you start off, you do this, and you do this, and you do this, we're unwinding each layer of the muscle. So by the time you get up here, the whole thing is relaxed. Make sense? So do that with this arm, starting from testing, making sure that it's relaxed. Yeah. And then circle. There's no set amount of times to your circles, but I usually do like 5 or 6, starting small and then getting bigger. So you're doing a circle like out here, and you want to do a circle like a backstroke.
Okay.
Ow, I felt that coming. Okay, so now you're moving a little bit fast. The faster you move, the less relaxation you're going to get inside of the joint. So do that same thing. Pattern was perfect. There you go. It's that, like Qigong, right? The slower you move, the more you feel. Same sort of thing. Nice. And then before you finish, you should be doing a whole backstroke. So you should be going high. You should be going all good. Just want to get that whole range of motion. And then usually I finish by pulling, come up and around.
Around?
No, up and around with your arm. What you were just doing. Come up and around with your arm. And around. And then twist that way.
Oh.
That should be high. There you go. So that's how I end on each arm.
Okay.
Come back down. And other arm. And twist. Higher. Good. Now turn around and put your back on me, but don't lose my way. You'll figure out ways to do this gracefully. Okay, come back up. What'd you do?
I went way too deep.
Way too deep, way too fast. Yeah, keep coming. Okay. No, come back up. Yeah, one start from that. Good. Now do softly ebbs and flows a little bit. Good. And then back. Yeah, good. So a huge part of this is that almost everybody has neck and back stuff. And if you drop down into that quickly, everybody's back, so they're going to be afraid. They don't know where you're going. So you do this gently and their head will start to trust. Yeah. And then as you do go deeper and deeper, you seem to be doing it right. You want to bend your knees so that you're not picking me up off the floor like vertically, but you're just sinking down.
Okay.
Good. Now you can go down as far as you can. And then drop one shoulder.
Whoa, I can't get up. I gotta go.
Come up. No. Yeah, we do need to do some squats. All right, so bring me back. Sure, I'm still leaning a lot. Yeah, and then turn around. So we'll work on that one, and then to the front, so you can feel this also. Come to the front.
Oh, me? Okay.
And back, same thing. And we're going to do it that way, exact same thing, slowly, gently, ebbing and flow. All the way down. Up one shoulder. Again, once or twice. This is like a massage on the sternum, and it relaxes the shoulders. Relaxes it.
We're coming back up.
It relaxes it.
Woo!
Yeah, we need to work on those quads. Good, now turn around without dropping them.
I'm probably your most difficult student. It's okay.
It's a language thing that we will fix, and this is the process that it takes to find the language to help. Good. And so if you want to just play with me now and just explore, you're welcome to do that. If you've learned enough for your first session, you can bring me back to center and give me my weight back as you gotta tell me.
Take it. Are you back?
I'm back.
You can take your weight back. You can open your eyes.
So whenever I give someone's weight back, so give me your weight. Whenever I give someone's weight back, I never do this.
Right.
And like walk away. I always bring them back up, and I tell them to take their weight, and I make sure they have their weight. And once you see that they have it, then you're not responsible anymore. If you fall down now, it's your fault. Like I can't help you. But while I'm responsible, you're not falling down. Okay, so that was just a handful of movements. A lot of the time when I teach this, a lot of it happens spontaneously. Maybe you would be able to drop into it spontaneously and do whatever, but I felt like you wanted more structure. You needed more structure. Was I correct in that assumption?
Yeah, I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Exactly. So that was the only thing that made it difficult is you want specific instruction about that and that. And most of the way that I've taught this has been intuitive because most of the people I've worked with have been like dancers or they're already massage therapists or whatever. So they already have this awareness. Now that you have the feeling, the next times that we'll do it, I'm going to give you less instruction about what to do. I'll do more things with your body than I did this last time. And then I don't want you to remember those things and try to copy what I did. I want you, give me your weight. I want you to play with my body, right? Like, so I don't have to have a plan of what I'm going to do with your body in order. In order to play with it, right? There's all kinds of ways that we can manipulate and play. Right? So we're going to move into exploring, right? And the reason we're going to do that is because as I'm telling you specific things to do, and you're like, oh, what is this right? And oh, is this, you're not really feeling what's going on inside my shoulder. But the next time we do it, and you're not having to think about what you're doing, and you start doing this, you're gonna feel what's happening inside my shoulders, right? That's more important. Here's another good one. Do fall, fall, fall. Yeah. So that is not something you can do with your mind. You have to feel. You have to feel what's going on in the person's body, and you have to be able to talk to them to relax enough to do it. Because a lot of people, if you do that move to me, it's no, around the outside, yeah, and you're gonna just lean me towards you and gently. A lot of people, it's like this, right. So
you gotta land.
You gotta relax and go do it again. And it's like and then you pull up gently. It's like you're stretching my spine. There you go. Can you feel that in the spine?
Mm-hmm.
So the next time, instead of, I wanted to give you a language first, so you have a set of movements to begin playing with, but next time is going to be far more about exploration, and specifically not, it's never about, oh, find a great trick, or here's a great pose, or here's a whatever. It's about feeling what's happening and listening. So like I did this for a long time before I started doing this kind of work, and the side thing, it's a whole nother kind of.
Well, see, that scares the shit out of me.
So it's side, right? Yeah, and then coming back up, you totally created this tension here. Okay, so it's going to be far more about what you're feeling and using gravity to relax someone's body. You don't need structures, you don't need patterns, right? You can do one or two moves over and over again, and people will relax like fucking butter with this because of the gravity, because you can feel the tension. They can feel that you feel the tension, which makes them want to release it more. It gives them an active reason to release it. Whereas you can't necessarily feel that a massage therapist can feel the tension when they're touching your shoulder. But when someone does this and make your shoulder tight, like you're not trusting, you're going to know the person can feel that you can feel that, you know? So there becomes this interactive thing of like, because you can take it right back. I can remember every time. Okay, so that's awesome. I think that was like right about an hour. Do you have any questions about that process?
Nope.
No. All right, so nobody ever has any questions when I teach them anything, and it's because their mind gets like, whoa, and like right after meditation, you're not gonna have any questions because you're so open. I want questions. I want, not necessarily now, but I want you to, as we keep doing this stuff, I want the questions, because that helps me see what you're getting and what you're not getting, and helps me lead you wherever you need to be. Make sense? So I always want that feedback. Great work. High five. Boom. Somatic Flow session 1. We need to work on our language. That's one thing that we learned. We need very clear words about this and that. And like, I thought in my mind, when I said around and back or whatever, and you're circling my arm, perfectly clear in my mind what I was saying to you.
Sure, if I was telepathic.
Right, exactly. So we need clear language. That's one of the most important things we learned today. And you learned to feel gravity in someone else's body the same way you learned to feel it in your body with Qigong. And you learned a simple vocabulary of movements to help that sensation of gravity relax different parts of the body. So most of what we did was shoulders, a little bit of spine. That was about it, right? But all the major joints we work with in this. And then you learned about Watsu, which you'll be doing in a couple of days. So cool. I'll find a video and show it to you. All right. So if you do find any questions when you watch this again, let me know. All right.